Hello everyone, my name's Ivan. Probably when you read the name of the video you get notions that I would tell you now how I wrote poetry since childhood, and how my parents were against this, and how I went to study against the will. But anyway, in spite of this, I achieved the purpose. No, I didn't write poetry at my childhood, and I chose direction of study by myself, but anyway, I achieved my goal. I was like all the other guys that in childhood dreamed of becoming an astronaut, wanted to fly a spaceship and communicate with aliens. Then I grew up and began to assess my abilities a little more realistically. I started playing football and wanted to become a famous football player. But when it came time to choose direction of study after school, I didn't think for long. I chose law, because as in most cases it happens, my grandfather was a lawyer, my father was a lawyer, so I will be also a lawyer. I entered the university on a scholarship. That's why I studied for free and received money. A year of my studies has passed, and at some point I realized that I'm out of my element here. Everything seems to be fine. I'm learning well. I even guarantee a red diploma. But still, something's wrong. I feel like I'm wearing pants that don't fit me. And now, of course, the most typical part of my life started, which all rappers had at the beginning of their careers. I began listening to hip-hop, but I didn't just listen to it. I also started dancing and reading it. Well, to read, it's a big word. Better to say reread. I found backing tracks that I like, took a bottle as if it was a microphone, and began to open my mouth. The funny thing is that I never got bit. For the life of me, it didn't work. At that time, basically, I listened to foreign artists. It's of course Eminem, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and so on. I really like the way they just do it, and I wanted the same. I decided to become a rapper too. I had to drop out of school. Yes, I know that I did wrong because it was possible to combine, but I could not. And I had to choose. Don't know why, but it was very easy for me to write the lyrics. But there still was the problem with the missing bit, and I needed to do something with it. I also found a huge obstacle in front of me. My parents found out that I missed lessons and skipped university. And as you may understand, I couldn't go against my parents, and I'm not really want to do this. That's why rap music fell by the wayside. I'm not mad at them, because I knew that I had to get a higher education. I just must do this. And I set a goal to graduate from university and continue the work on things that so much sunk into my soul. It took 3 years. I had a graduation and I got my own red law degree. I have to choose again, either continue my study and get master's degree, or just go to work by the specialty. Because of lack of money and the desire to be independent of my parents, I couldn't continue my study, so I decided to start working. For McDonald's. Yes, my friends, I'm a lawyer with higher education. Now I fry the fries. I tried to get a job at different companies, but I saw that no one actually needs my diploma, and I understood that this world works another way. Not the way as our parents told. Coming every day to work and frying the next burger, I remembered the promise that I gave to myself in the first year of the school. It was that after graduation, I will continue, and I make the decision to quit my job. Yes, I left the only job I was accepted for with my law degree. I knew that I'd have to ask my parents for help for a while, but I had no other choice. I couldn't fry cutlets all my life. I got my old texts. Now they certainly don't seem so cool to me, but there was something in them. I found a sound engineer who can record tracks for me, gave him all the money I earned in 2 months in Mac, and started writing an album. I wrote 20 songs. But I knew I didn't have enough money for everything, and I left only 10 of them. It was hard for me to choose because they were all great, but I did. After that, I went to the sounds guy's studio and started the recording process. God, I even cannot describe how great I felt there. If I could, I'd live in a studio. I realized I found the exact pants that fit me. We've been recording all day and finally we're done. Now everything depended on the soundman, because he had to bring all the tracks together and make them sound cool. I wanted to stay and watch and talk for the best, but he turned me down. And I didn't bother him because I knew he was a real pro, and I just went home. A week later, he sent me the result, and I was shocked. I didn't think that the album will be so gorgeous. I published the album on my page and sent it to all my friends. They started asking what kind of rapper it was because they hadn't heard it before. I answered that I wrote the album, and they went crazy for this. A week later, the album was over 10,000 times listened. I couldn't believe my eyes. From that moment, my career as a hip-hop artist began. And I want to say a huge thank you to my parents for everything that they did for me, especially for a possibility to make my dream come true and stay with music. I am grateful they make me finish my school first and then wait a bit. Because who knows how my life would have gone if I started rapping before school. Many years have passed. I'm going from one concert to another, and the red diploma and a blade from McDonald's are always traveling with me. I had to read the laws. Now I make rap. I am grateful they make me finish my school first, and then wait a bit. Because who knows how my life would have gone if I started rapping before school. Many years have passed. I'm going from one concert to another, and the red diploma and the blade from McDonald's are always traveling with me. I had to read the laws. Now I make rap.